From the John C. Hench Production Arts Studio in Peoria, Illinois, VideoMax Limited presents Midstate Magazine with your hosts, Dawn McClure and Marcella Gillen. The news with Gerard Taylor and Haley Fichter. And a Midstate reporting team. Sports with Brett Travalis. Brandon Johnson is on the beat. Shane Fryer takes us about town. Get Real with Bob Hallberg. Let's Eat with Simone Buckner. We go in the spotlight with Savannah Jones. Street Team with Justin Restaino and Allison Barkley. Elizabeth Scoville brings us State of the Arts. I'm your announcer, Simon Daniels. Now, Midstate Magazine. Take it away, gang.
Good evening and welcome to Midstate Magazine. I'm Bob Jacobs, filling in for the irrepressible Dawn.
And I'm Kayla Neitz. It is great to have you on the show, Bob. How are you liking?
Dawn McClure.
Yes. But
Hi.
It is great to have you on the show. There's
Thanks so
been
much.
a lot of stuff going on with the Olympics lately. How have you been feeling about that? Have you been keeping up?
I have. I've got terrible Olympic fever. My hair stands on the end, and I can't wait to get home and
Yeah.
watch it, except for NBC's stupid coverage of it.
Yes.
I'm just highly irritated by a network that would, they run one segment, one little thing. Somebody goes down on his skis, and then you have 5 minutes of commercials.
Sure.
So it's annoying to watch
Kind
that.
of like the Super Bowl. It's all about the commercials.
I
They
know.
spend a ton of money on it. Is there anything that's been really frustrating you about the Olympics, kind of controversy over the ice skating or anything like that?
Well, I think the idiots from the Korean team complain about that Russian woman winning the gold medal in ice skating is just kind of crazy. But we got to go do the news now,
Yep.
I think. So, news team, are you ready over there? Let's go see what they're doing.
Let's check it out.
Good evening and welcome to Midstate Magazine. I'm Brett Travalis.
And I'm Jill Haimski. Now let's take a look at the news.
According to city officials, a massive construction project at the Main and University intersection will involve the roads closing for about 6 weeks, beginning in late March or early April. The new intersection will feature curb extensions known as bump outs that would widen pedestrian crossing area. Intersection pavement will also be raised up to 6 inches to the height of the curb in an effort to slow busy traffic.
Winter snow is to blame for the lack of blood donations this season. The snowy weather has canceled over 1,000 American Red Cross blood drives since the beginning of this year. This is estimated to have lost around 35,000 blood and platelet donations. Due to the lack of drives, the Red Cross looks to donors of all blood types to schedule appointments to help restock shelves as soon as the weather clears up.
Not only is the snow to blame for lack of blood drives, but the endless cycle of winter has caused a gruesome number to city streets. Up until the beginning of February, there had already been over 125 claims of potholes. On an average year, the claims end up totaling 38. Since 2007, the city has fixed a total of 22 claims, which cost them more than $7,000. The giant jump in pothole claims will no doubt cost the city more than expected.
The Peoria Train Fair attracted young and old viewers on Sunday at the East Peoria campus of Central College. Conducted twice every year since 1968, the fair hosted tables of rare and vintage train sets as well as full-size steam engine replicas. Train engine experts present amongst the many booths, and some train sets were reportedly sold for more than $300.
Southern Illinois University's campus has decidedly banned electronic cigarettes on its campus. The school administrators have decided that based on the little evidence that the vapors from e-cigarettes are safe. E-cigarettes now fall into the categories of cigarettes, cigars, and tobacco, other products that are not allowed on SIUE's campus. With so much snow causing trouble this year, we can only hope Peoria is stacked up on salt.
Let's check in with reporter Matt Blitzstein, who has the story.
Although there are cities with low supplies of salt, Peoria isn't one of them.
Past few years we got lucky. We didn't have very busy winters, and so we actually had a salt excess going into this year.
Cities have a variety of options to treat their roads.
There's the basic salt there. There's also calcium chloride. Beet juice is used in some cases. There's different things that we use to treat the roads.
Due to the high demand, the cost of salt has increased.
We budget for the worst type of case scenario, and sometimes there's winters that are worse than the worst type of scenario. And so in the event of that, we have several different distributors, suppliers that provide that salt, and so we can go to several different outlets
there are a number of sources in order to obtain salt.
We get salt shipped in, whether it's by barge, by truck, from other areas. So, you know, some of those distributors that we have are not close to here, and so we have them come in and they're brought in. And so in situations like this year, for example, when we do need that, we make that call and those supplies are brought in, and we make sure to replenish the supply.
For Midstate Magazine, I'm Matthew Blitzstein.
Now let's go to Spencer Shelton with sports.
Terrell Suggs, one of the most feared linebackers in the NFL, does not have to worry about his status with the Baltimore Ravens in 2015. Suggs, who was entering the final year of his contract, signed a 4-year extension that includes $16 million guaranteed. By completing this extension, the Ravens freed up $4 million in cap space. A first-round pick in 2003, the linebacker has been to 6 Pro Bowls and was named the Defensive Player of the Year in 2011. The Boston Red Sox will be at full strength for the 2014 season. Second baseman Dustin Pedroia will be ready for their spring training opener Friday against the Minnesota Twins after successful surgery to repair a torn ligament in his left thumb. The second baseman suffered the injury in last year's opener when he slid headfirst in an attempt to beat out a ground ball. Only missing 2 games in 2013, Pedroia ended the year tied for second in the American League in hits. While the 2013 NFL season has gone and went, there still was some history to be made in a different lead. 36-year-old Jennifer Welter became the first woman to play a non-kicking position in the professional ranks when she got 3 carries in an indoor football league game between the Texas Revolution and the North Texas Crunch. Welter, who got her first carry halfway through the third quarter, started linebacker for the Dallas Diamonds of the Women's Football Alliance for almost a decade. That's all for sports. Back to you, Danielle.
Thank you. A little girl from Arizona gives a new meaning to the term Baby Einstein. 3-year-old Alexis Martin is the youngest to become a member of Arizona's Mensa chapter. Mensa's international club with one requirement, an IQ in the top 2% of the world. The average person's IQ is around 100. Alexis, however, tested so high, the doctors could not even give an exact calculation of her IQ. Einstein himself scored an IQ of 160, and Alexis is said to have scored even higher.
I don't even want to know what my IQ would score out to be.
Agreed. Well, that wraps up Midstate for the week. I'm Spencer Shelton.
And I'm Brent Travalis.
And I'm Dale Hayimski. Have a great night, and be sure to join us next week.
Thanks a lot, news team. Good job.
Well, you know, another thing that's been going on is Illinois has been trying to decide whether or not they were going to tax the Olympians on their winnings. What do you think of that?
I think it's asinine. Those people, those young athletes, don't make any money at all for the 4 years they're preparing for the Olympics. They're doing bake sales and so forth to pay for their food.
Sure, all based on sponsors, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then we want to tax them for if they win a gold medal. That's
and
just
they're not really making all that much if they do win. Is that correct? Like the gold people get, the gold medals get $25,000. I
so.
believe the silver gets only $15,000.
I think so.
It just keeps going down. So it's not a ton. So I think, you know, they should. I don't think they should be getting taxed at all, considering all of their time is devoted. They can't get any income anywhere else because their time is so
What is the matter with our government? What is the matter with us? We want to tax the people who go over there and represent us to the world. It's just crazy.
Not to mention, it's, you know, it can be very dangerous. If they get an injury, they're out, and then what are they
Forever,
supposed
their
to do?
career is over. Exactly. I've had it right up to here with government, frankly. I'm not entirely sure that I should be talking right now because it just makes me so mad.
Yeah, it gets you kind of worked up about it.
Think about taxing those kids.
Especially when they're working so hard. They've dedicated, probably since they were very, very young, they've been trying to do this. And then they get there and they decide that half their money is going to be gone because of the taxes.
Yeah.
So hopefully they get that resolved. The celebrities are on it again. Nothing ever slows down in Hollywood.
Let's see who is in the spotlight this week with Jackie Myers. Take it, Jackie.
I'm Jackie Myers, and this is In the Spotlight. 24-year-old singer-songwriter Taylor Swift has once again been named Ked's spokesperson. This adorable canvas shoe company first grabbed Swift as their spokesperson last year, and due to the success, brought her on again this year. This year's campaign focuses on being brave and achieving your dreams. In the commercial for these shoes, Taylor Swift, while wearing her signature Keds, encourages girls by saying there are a million ways to be brave. Keds is even offering a grant of $1,000 to 50 girls who shared their brave career dream. This week marked Jay Leno's last episode on The Tonight Show. Jay is passing on the show to late-night host Jimmy Fallon. Jay said on his departing show, "This has been the greatest 22 years of my life." And as you may remember, Leno exited the show prematurely in 2009, only to come back soon after and claim his spot. But this time, Jay says it's for good. He feels the show is in good hands with Fallon, and his time here is done. The network NBC agrees, stating that a younger host is just what the show needs. With Winter Olympics going on, most athletes are getting ready for their event, but not Lindsey Vonn. Olympic skier Lindsey Vonn has withdrawn from the 2014 Winter Olympics due to a knee injury. But that didn't stop her from walking the runway on crutches in the New York For the Heart Red Truth dress fashion show. Vonn, along with the show, are bringing awareness to the heart disease and how to lower your risk. It's a girl for Kevin Jonas and wife Danielle Jonas. The two welcomed the bundle of joy on Super Bowl Sunday. Alina Rose Jonas can be seen plastered all over each of the couple's Instagram and Twitter. It's safe to say they are both completely in love with her. Kevin stated, "I'm so lucky to be a dad. We can't wait to see more pictures of the little girl." For In the Spotlight, I'm Jackie Myers.
Thank you, Jackie. Well, Bob, what else is going on performance-wise?
I've got something here that I think is really important. I can maybe hold this up and show the folks over there. Bradley University's theater department is putting on a play called Clybourne Park by Bruce Norris. It's an extremely interesting play because it takes place at about the same time as Raisin in the Sun.
Okay.
It starts in 1959 when people are living in this house they've just moved into, and it ends in 2009 in the same house. It's a really interesting play.
It sounds very interesting. Can you give us any little inside secrets about it?
Yeah, it explores racism and housing and how difficult it was in 1959 for black people to move into a white neighborhood.
Okay.
And then what happens after they live there for.
And this is not a musical, this is a play, correct?
It's a play.
Okay.
That's right.
Well,
may be
I'm
some
definitely
singing
looking
in
forward
it.
to it.
I'd sing in everything. Okay. Smell something good? You smell that?
It sure does smell good. Megan Gorecki must have found something good with Let's Eat. Let's see what she has.
Welcome to Whitey's Barbecue, where the business may be new, but the food is always classic. Located in East Peoria off East Washington Street, Whitey's offers delicious barbecue for all ages.
We opened last May, so we're coming up on a year, and it just all started me barbecuing probably over 10 years ago. And then about 5 years ago, I started doing some competitions local around the area, then started doing some bigger competitions, started doing really well, and this place came open, and next thing you know, I opened a barbecue restaurant.
Although they are a new restaurant, it doesn't stop owner Mike from entering competitions.
Morton has a barbecue throwdown. It's run by KCBS, and some of the biggest teams in the country are there, and we just won the People's Choice for pulled pork. It's a blind judging, and I think over 500 people voted, and we won.
I had the award-winning pulled pork sandwich with a side of fries. The meat was tender, and the sweet sauce complemented it perfectly. When we asked Mike what makes Whitey's Barbecue stand out compared to other barbecue restaurants in the area, he responded with,
I think that we do everything from scratch. You know, everything we do here is homemade, and I think you can taste a difference.
From Midstate Magazine, I'm Megan Gorecki.
Oh my, pull me some pork, Megan. That was great. Didn't it look good?
It did look
Holy
good. You know,
smokes.
some people go to really fancy restaurants and they can order the steak and all the you know, everything that's super good, but to me it's the burger and the fries, the hot dog, like the really simple stuff. That's my favorite thing to eat.
I love the Burger Barge in Peoria.
I've never been there yet.
Oh, you got the burgers are this big,
You're
you can't
kidding.
possibly eat it. And then they got this amazing thing they call the burger something or other. It's a huge burger, and it's covered with fries, and it's got cheese all over the top, and you die if you eat it.
That sounds incredible. Is there any kind of challenge if you finish it, or it's not quite
no,
that big?
No, it's just if you feel good or not.
Okay. Whether or not you want to puke, right?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't put it that way, but yeah.
Right. Well, another thing that's going on is a movie that's coming up. It's called Wolf on Wall Street. Have you heard of that?
I have. I know Jonah Hill personally.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to going to see that. Another thing that is in the movies was Winter's Tale. I'm looking forward to seeing that, but we'll have to talk about that a little bit next. So let's see.
Because I think we have to go someplace now?
Yes. Another amazing song has come out from U2. I don't listen to a lot of U2, but
I used to hear them a long time ago when they were my age. So
yeah.
Let's check in with Haley Fichter and see what they're doing on the beat.
All right.
Hello, I'm Haley Fichter with On the Beat. Alternative rock group U2 aired its new song Invisible during the Super Bowl along with a unique promotion. U2 paired with Bank of America to raise money for the Reds Fight Against AIDS campaign. Bank of America pledged to donate $1 for every free download on February 2nd and 3rd. They raised over $3 million within 36 hours of airing the commercial. Even though the free download promotion has ended, many have still purchased the song on iTunes to continue raising money. Bank of America originally pledged to donate up to $2 million, but due to the tremendous success of the campaign, they continued to donate even more money. Although U2 is an older band and has been making music for over 30 years, this song still has a beat that is favorable amongst listeners. It has a catchy tune that gets your foot tapping. Along with the music comes powerful lyrics that many can relate to. Just like many of U2's other hits, Invisible is an uplifting and inspirational song. Overall, this song could be considered one of U2's recent best hits and is highly recommended to listen for your own enjoyment. For Midstate Magazine, I'm Haley Fichter.
Oh, thanks, Haley, for such a really great band that is. I remember in the old days.
You used to listen to them?
No.
No? Not too much?
No, I've kind of gone to George Strait these years.
Okay, what were some bands that you used to listen to?
Oh, well, of course, the Beatles when they first came out, and the
Those are good.
Stones. I'm still a Stones fan.
I actually did a musical called Let It Be Christmas where the whole thing was centered around Beatles song, and they kind of told the Christmas story of Mary and everything like that, having Jesus, and all centered around Beatles songs. So it was very cool.
Mother Mary comes to me.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
I can see that. I like all kinds of music. I'm very eclectic. I like Bach and Beethoven and Strindberg and so forth. And I also like everything except hip hop.
Yep, everything
I just
except.
don't
I'm
get
kind
it.
of the same way. I don't get it either. Like they'll play it at either parties or dances or prom, and whenever I went to prom and stuff like that, and I just was not into it at all.
Yeah. It seems to me that we have something else to look forward to. You want to see what we're doing over here on the set?
There's been a lot of hard work going on behind the scenes.
It sure looks like that. Let's check in with Taylor Hurnett to see what she has with About Crew.
Most people don't know what takes place behind the camera during a newscast. Let me show you a day in the life of the teleprompter here at Midstate Magazine. Television arts major Ryan Southwood explains how he prepares for a show.
On Tuesday nights, which are the nights before we film some of our segments here in the studio, I will get some emails, and then I'll come in here on Wednesday night and kind of open those emails up because they have files that have what's going to go up on the teleprompter.
Because it is only Ryan's second semester at Midstate Magazine, he still has much to learn.
You know, I wanted to kind of experiment with all the different positions. I did camera last semester, and I thought the teleprompter seemed interesting.
Ryan is having a wonderful experience at Midstate Magazine and plans to grow each day.
We're producing an actual show that airs on TV, so this is perfect practice to kind of put my skills into use.
For Midstate Magazine, I'm Taylor Hurnett.
Thank you, Taylor, and thank you, Ryan.
Nice job. You know, we'd never be able to do a show without any of our behind-the-scenes volunteers.
Exactly. They're absolutely just almost more important than the people up here in front of the camera. But
you and I are expendable.
Yes,
These
exactly.
Folks out here are not expendable.
Our beauty fades.
Yeah, exactly. Mine faded a long time ago.
But you know, another thing I heard in behind-the-scenes stuff is Jonah Hill in the new movie Wolf on Wall Street. And he wanted this part so bad that he offered to take, you know, $60,000, much less than the Hollywood minimum. And then the director comes in, and they're doing this scene over and over and over, and he decides that it just doesn't look good. So he says, I want you to actually get punched in the face. And so Jonah Hill's kind of like looking to Leonardo DiCaprio, and he's like, are you going to help me or what? And Leonardo just kind of hangs him out to dry. So Jonah Hill gets decked in the face, loses his fake teeth, he's got blood all over him, and they do this shot probably 4 or 5 times, so he just gets punched over and over and over.
That's dedication, isn't it?
That is dedication. I hope the part was worth it, because that is painful to get.
Well, he's nominated for an Academy Award, so I think maybe it was worth it.
Probably then.
It's like Matthew McConaughey, who lost 40, 50 pounds to do his part. I mean, how can you do that?
Yeah, and then I think he gained it right back for another part, and it's just crazy. I don't know if that's even healthy. But
I don't think it is very healthy.
I think it's really, you know, kind of commendable that they're willing to do so much for a part, especially when they're so talented. I love Matthew McConaughey, so.
Well, he's usually the guy who just takes off his shirt and plays around.
Well,
but in this movie, he's something else. Let's
this week I
hear
hear State of the Arts has an interesting rapper.
Let's check in and see with Brooke and see who she brought in this week. Brooke, who'd you bring in?
Hello, and welcome to State of the Arts. I'm your host, Brooke James. Today, we have a very talented rapper who goes by the name D-Web. He is from the Peoria area, but strives to expand his music to all regions of the world. Thanks for joining us today, D-Web.
Thank you for having me out.
So tell us about your rapping. Do you write your own lyrics? Do you create your own beats? What do you do?
Yeah, I write my own lyrics. I've been writing lyrics for about, I'd say, sophomore year in high school. I graduated in 2011.
Okay.
It all started, me and a couple buddies would always freestyle at parties or driving around, just goofing around, and then it gradually grew into a hobby. And then, you know, I had a lot more passion for music, and once I started actually writing songs instead of just freestyling, and then it all started from there.
Sure. Do you have any CDs out, or do you just play shows?
Yeah, I play shows, and I have CDs out. I actually have a project on iTunes called Versatile that you can buy on iTunes. It dropped last year in March.
Okay.
I play a lot of shows in the Peoria area. I've been out of state, so
you're moving on up.
Moving on up.
And where can people see things that are coming up with you?
I have a website, nochaserscrew.com. It's like a central location to view all my upcoming videos and my projects and all my discography and upcoming shows. So.
All the good stuff about you. Okay, perfect. And what are you going to perform for us today?
A new song that I have called Let It Be Known. It's an unreleased song that I haven't dropped yet. It's going on a project called No Chasers Volume 2. It's a mixtape I'm working on.
Sure, so this is the premiere, essentially?
Yeah,
awesome.
The premiere.
Great, if you want to head over and give us a little taste of that.
Me and my team will never hold back. We'll always know that one thing's for sure. Me and my team will always do that. Can't ever look back, yeah, let it be known. Me and my team will never hold back. We'll always know that one thing's for sure. Me and my team will always do that. Can't ever look back, yeah, let it be known. Me and my team will never let go. Already set goals, on your mark, set, go. We've been ready to roll, been in the zone. You reckless, so don't be jealous of men in control. I reckon there's a reason for rhyming and making records. You gotta keep finding ways to get away for a second, even if it takes a day to get it perfected. Don't sweat it, once you hit the stage, you know you gon' wreck it. Accept it. After all, these are your talents that you're blessed with, and if it's what you love, then how could you regret this? Balance out the lows in life with highs you get from stepping out in front of a crowd and on the mic until you're set. And so break it down like it's some now, put you all in that set list. You never know who's watching, trying to make some connections. So make sure your music's got a message. Tired of hearing people flexing, it's not impressive. Me and my team will never hold back. We'll always know that one thing's for sure. Me and my team will always do that. Can't ever look back, yeah, let it be known. Me and my team will never hold back. We'll always know that one thing's for sure. Me and my team will always do that. Can't never look back, yeah, let it be known. Let it be known so these people see what we're about. Never been defined by what's inside of my bank account. Never been the type to lie about what we're making. You're mistaken if you're thinking it's the only way to make it. Now, if you're broke, you don't need to be stepping out. That's the very reason I ain't really left the house. On occasion, but that's only to the station. Or if we got a show, then you know that we celebrating. Just being in a different location can give you motivation. And quite frankly, I've been needing some of that lately. Been cooped up in my room going crazy. At the same time, I just wanna be lazy on vacation, but I ain't made it yet. No time to be wasting getting faded yet. No time for complaining, done waiting, I'm about to take it yet. Someday I'll be fine, I'll be flying up in my favorite jet. But now I can almost taste it, I just savor it and take a breath. Me and my team will never hold back. We'll always know that one thing's for sure. Me and my team will always do that. Can't never look back, yeah, let it be known. Me and my team will never hold back. We'll always know that one thing's for sure. Me and my team will always do that. Can't never look back, yeah, let it be known. Yeah.
Today, D-Web, and thank you for watching. That's all we have for this section of State of the Arts. Be sure to join us next week for more fascinating artists from around the area. I'm your host, Brooke Janes. Thank you for watching.
Thanks a lot, Brooke, and thank you, D-Web. And hey, next time, why don't you wait until you're told to get off the stage before you jump off? Yeah, we'll see you. Thanks a lot.
He did good. I'm not a huge fan of rap, but he did a good job. Yeah.
I don't get it. I think that hip hop and polka are exactly the same thing.
Do you?
Because here's what polka goes like.
Okay.
And here's what rap goes like. There's no change. Every rap song sounds exactly like every other rap song.
You make a very good point.
Just like polka.
Well, we've talked about a lot today. We've talked about the Olympics. We've talked about the
Clybourne Park and the theater department.
Now, when is the date on that? When can we expect to go see it? Wait, let's see. February 27th to March 9th.
There it goes. Coming up right away.
So there we go.
Over there at Bradley.
So be sure to see that. Be sure to see Wolf on Wall Street. Another thing you can be thankful for is that the 5-year-old boy was found from the Amber Alert.
Yep.
It's awesome that we have something like that to alert everybody. We can find him really quickly. I think he was found within 24 hours.
So the Amber Alert thing has been one of the best things we've had in terms of recovering children. It was named for a little girl named Amber who got swiped and killed. And then we passed a law saying every time we have a missing child, spread it as wide as possible so people know what to look for.
Yeah, and it's just, a shame because it can happen anywhere. I believe he was taken right out of his house. He was like playing and they took him right out. So they're still looking for the suspect, but he is safe at home.
As soon as they get him, I want him for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Just let me have him.
Yeah, exactly. Show him what you think of him taking some kids, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's see. What
There's
else?
a special place in hell for people who abuse women and children in my life.
I agree with you. There's this thing that's always going around that's saying, why are we still testing chemicals on animals when there's people in jail that we could be testing on?
Yes, that's a good thought.
Yeah.
Adolf Hitler would have liked that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we can look forward to some good stuff next week. I'm excited to be seeing Claiborne Park. Claiborne, is it
Claiborne?
Claiborne Park. So have you had any involvement in Claiborne Park?
No.
No?
No. My PhD is in theater, but
okay.
I have nothing to do with this play except I've heard about it and it's an interesting concept.
Sure. Well, what can we look forward to in the
I
Olympics?
directed Raisin in the Sun once.
Oh,
when I
did
was
you?
in grad school, yeah.
Okay. Well, what can we look forward to in the Olympics coming up?
A lot
Do you know
more
what events are coming?
Well, there's a lot more downhill stuff. There's some more skiing. There's all that business with guys getting on little flat things and sliding down hills. That luge and skeleton business. I don't know why why anybody would do that.
Right. Well, I've only
but Matt
seen
Lauer and Al Roker did it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
They put them on there looking like a man
right.
sandwich, and down the hill they went. I don't know.
Well, I'm going to have to try to start seeing the Olympics more because I've been missing it. I'll have to record it on my TV or start. Do you know if they have them online? If they'll put the
They
clips
do.
up?
Yep.
Okay.
Go to NBC.com.
I'll have to check that out.
All right. I think that wraps up tonight's show. I want to thank you for watching. I'm Dr. Bob Jacobs in for Don McClure.
And I'm Kayla Neitz. Be sure to join us next week.